I'm Greenberry.
I'm Kerstin,
And
this is the bonus episode.
Adult Buddy Finders bonus. You found us. We're back with Thumper. We got some questions. Thumper, we hope you have the answers. My first question is, you mentioned putting stuff in your butt when you first were exploring your sexuality. I'd love a list of some of the things that you tried in your butt to begin, as a beginner.
Spatulas and the colanders to get soup. It had a good thing to wait to hit the prostate. So I destroyed some kitchenware in my teenage years. Yes.
Did you throw them away?
I did not. I kept them and then I threw them away. I wasn't an animal. I didn't put them back in the kitchen.
Okay, I was like, wait, is this your mom's calendar handle that you're using?
It was at one point, yes.
Very responsible. So if you take kitchen items, and it is funny to think like spatula, the wide end, but no, that would not work. You gotta handle out. Kerstin, what's yours?
Mine, okay, so you mentioned ASMR, and how do you incorporate that into sex?
You could put a person into a receptive open state with audio, delta waves, theta waves, binaural beats, use different frequencies for different, sensation and arousal levels you want. So you can put somebody into their brain into a state where the brain thinks it's asleep, and then you give the person suggestions, and they're more likely to accept those suggestions at that time. So it's basically playing a certain tune and just talking to the person and be like, hey, you might like this, and this is probably why this is this way. And when they're in that state, you're a little bit more receptive.
It's the hypnosis, and it's basically using sound to let go of your biases,
let go of your inhibitions. Put your walls down.
Yeah, if you were raised Catholic and you're like, I can't do pegging because I learned about Jesus Christ, and then you hear some nice little rubbing sounds and whatnot, then you're like, you know what? I can kind of forget about Jesus for a minute.
This is nice. Like, oh yeah, sure, okay, yeah. You know what? Why not? Yeah, that sounds about. Oh, this is good. I like this. Like that.
All right.
Okay, so when I've seen you out, we actually know Thumper from the comedy community. He's a stand-up comic. I don't think we even addressed that. But now you know, bonus. Now you know some of the Thumper's hobbies.
People have said hypnotic and hilarious.
People have said, and I don't know if this is just a joke, so that's just why I'm asking. They say, Thumper, you run a sex cult. So what is that?
It's the Patreon account, but I didn't start it. Other people were like, it sounds like you run a cult, and I'm like, I guess I run a cult, but it's not. I didn't start it. I don't know who started it, but I just took it on. And I'm like, if that's what it is, cool. But you know what? It's a good cult. Not all cults are bad. Okay, a bunch of us are nice and good and do stuff with love. Okay.
That sounds just like a cult.
That does. I know it does.
So, but no one's living in a commune with you.
No.
How many people do you have in that house?
No, say again?
How many people do you have in that house that you're in right now? Are they like all just barely outside the screen hiding? There's one under the desk.
All my slaves are in their position. They're all right here. You can't see them, but I have 40 of them right here.
They're all just standing watching.
So they say sex cult, but what they mean is sex religion. So it's just kind of like a new way of getting closer to your higher power.
Yeah, I'm just helping people with accepting their sexualities, basically.
Okay, so it's just
some people that's a cult.
It's just a goof. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if there was something else that I didn't know. My final question for you is, you mentioned Aftercare, and we didn't get to really dive into it. So can you kind of give us some ideas for aftercare for somebody who is more into the humiliation aspect of stuff?
Yeah, whatever, I would say whatever is your form of like relaxation or play, whatever kind of like if you like to snuggle into a blanket, if you wanna you have a particular dessert you like that makes you feel really good, although it's don't need too much sugar, but if there's like a movie that makes you feel like a playful or open way, do that. Whatever I always recommend whatever your play activity is that's not sex related, whatever your play is, do that. So some people might like I personally I like to take a bath or a shower. Those are nice. If I like to light some candles and take a fucking bubble bath and shit. That's dope, and it makes me like I just feel like Jello afterwards. So usually it's a I find a lot of sensational anything that's sensation for a base, like touching something soft or like cleaning yourself so you feel like like spraying yourself so you smell nice, like pamper yourself, like literally. It sounds like that's a very straightforward answer, but it's like just clean yourself, eat something nice, and snuggle up with a loved one. But a lot of people don't do that, and they just kind of like fuck and then go on their way, and then you still got that juju on you. You gotta wash it off, shake it off. Each his own. But like I like bubble baths personally.
Okay.
Ooh, those sugar scrubs, and then a heated blanket. Mwah.
See, there you go. Heated blankets. That's a good one.
Heated, weighted.
Oh.
Well, you mentioned play. What about a video game? Would that be off?
You could do that. I feel anything with a screen is anything that distracts your attention is probably a no. Unless it's it's maybe like a movie, but like I wouldn't do anything that like I have to concentrate and do things and where your brain has to work too much. You kind of just want to veg out.
Yeah.
I would say.
Totoro is a great movie, and there is like no conflict in it, and it's
Totoro.
Totoro, I think that I'm saying it right. The anime.
Oh,
It's a very popular anime.
You have to read subtitles? That sounds like work.
No. I believe it's dubbed in English.
You can get a dub version. Any of those, their movies, they have dub versions of them. They're not as good, but yeah.
There's no conflict, it's just kind of like this weird world. And so for me, that's very relaxing. There's also like British Bake Off. There's not a ton of conflicty yelly at each other. I guess there is conflict.
But now you're coming into the reality TV show world, which is a whole nother, it's a whole nother, I think British Bake Off is safe, but then we got to get careful when we go Kardashians. I don't know.
Yeah, Kardashians will stress you. Yeah, you don't watch the Kardashians after like a pegging session, I feel. I don't know. Me personally, I don't know.
Yeah. That's all my questions. Did you have anything else, Porter?
No, that's it for me. I have all this information I need to soak in. I need time for it to soak in for me to understand what just hit me.
Well, now we know the things you put in your butt, a little bit more about ASMR. If you do run a sex cult and some aftercare, so I think we got a lot in this bonus.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Thumper. Thanks for joining us.
And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye. Bye.